On July 21, 2025, under the scorching Texas sun in Dallas, the U.S. Junior Amateur begins. But this isn't just another junior golf tournament, it's a pressure cooker. Because all eyes are on CharlieWoods. He steps up to the tee with cameras, flashing, not just as another young golfer, but as Tiger Woods' son, carrying a legacy almost too big for one swing. NBC Sports and Yahoo Sports have made it clear, this is more than a debut. It's a test of pedigree under pressure, with each camera click reminding everyone that expectations are sky-high. Charlie's dominant qualifiers and clutch playoff wins have built massive hype, suggesting a new star could be emerging. But expectations this big can crush you, and one mistake could turn whispers of Tiger's kid into harsh criticism. As even Tiger watches quietly, a father's pride mixed with the weight of legacy, at that moment, before Charlie's first swing, with the world holding its breath in silence. The unknown is all that remains, and what happens next will write the real story. Don't want the media, not the fans, not even his own father could have predicted just how badly things would go. The first hole at Trinity Forest wasn't just a tee box, it was a pressure cooker, and CharlieWoods never escaped the steam. From the moment his first drive left the club face, something felt off. The crisp ball striking that carried him through Coral Springs qualifying was gone. The confidence from his AJA win missing. This wasn't the CharlieWoods people came to see. It was a version no one had seen before, one who looked overwhelmed. That reality hit fast and painfully. By the turn, his scorecard was bleeding red, but not the good kind. 8 over on the front 9, riddled with mistakes and misreads to double bogeys on holes 3 and 7. Wild tee shots, shaky approaches, and missed putts that were routine just weeks earlier. He wasn't just slipping behind, he was free-falling, each hole steeper than the last. From contender to question mark in just 9 holes. The back 9 offered a brief glimpse of hope. 2 birdies on 11 and 16. Flashes of the player people believed he could be, but they were buried between more bogeys and trouble. The rhythm never came, and the nerves never left. He finished with a brutal 81, 11 over par, tied for 242nd out of 244 players. The match play cut was 9 shots away and drifting further with every competitor still on the course. This wasn't a slump, this was a meltdown, happening in real time. Commentators were stunned. NBC's broadcast team, cautiously optimistic at first, grew quiet as Charlie's round spiraled. Golf Monthly called it a difficult start, but let's be honest, it wasn't difficult, it was disastrous. CharlieWoods walked in as a wildcard with momentum and walked off the 18th green, carrying the weight of his name and a scoreboard. That didn't lie. And the worst part, this wasn't pressure. This was collapse. You can tell a lot about a golfer by how they play under pressure, but if you really want the truth, look at the stats. And for CharlieWoods on July 21, 2025, the numbers told a brutal story. Fairways hit, just 3 out of 14 on a course like Trinity Forest, where placement is everything. That's not just a red flag, it's a siren. Drives were sprayed wide left and pushed out right, leaving him with recovery shots from thick grass and awkward lies. When you can't find the fairway, the round becomes a grind, and Charlie was stuck in it. Then there's scrambling, the art of saving par from missed greens, but art wasn't the word anyone was using. NBC analysts noted Charlie converted just 1 of 6 up-and-down attempts, meaning when he missed the green and he missed often, the damage piled up. WFAA described it as surprisingly flat from a player known for a strong short game on the junior circuit. Every missed green added weight to a scorecard already breaking, and putting it was a disaster. 3 putts on holes 4 and 13. Missed short puts that drained any remaining confidence, turning an already tough day into a brutal lesson in real time. Even the short ones weren't safe. A missed 2 on 6 said it all. The confidence wasn't there, and neither was the touch. Good tee shots still turned into bogeys when the putter went cold. Then came the real headline for double bogeys. For that's not just bad luck. That's unraveling under tournament pressure. And here's the dagger. The projected cut line for match play hovered around even par. Charlie was at plus 11. That's 9 shots back with only 1 round left to climb a mountain that most seasoned players wouldn't even attempt. The numbers don't lie. They don't care who your father is, and they certainly don't care about hype. This wasn't just a rough day. It was a statistical collapse, painting the same harsh picture from every angle. The cameras were pointed at CharlieWoods, but in Dallas, all eyes quietly shifted to the man walking a few steps behind. Tiger Woods, 15-time major champion and one of the most iconic athletes of all time, stood silently at the edge of the fairway, arms crossed, face unreadable. No words, no nods, just silence. For those familiar with Tiger's appearances at his son's tournaments, the mood felt different. In past events, GA stops, qualifiers, Tiger was visibly involved, whispering advice, offering encouragement, sharing the occasional laugh. But at the U.S. Junior Amateur on July 21, 2025, there was none of that. No fist pumps, no smiles, just Tiger, tracking every shot like a hawk, never intervening. And as Charlie's round began to unravel, Tiger didn't flinch. Not when the third double bogey dropped, not when a 3-footer lipped out. He simply watched, and that silence spoke volumes. Golf Channel analysts speculated that Tiger's quiet presence might have been intentional, a show of trust, or a decision to let Charlie stand on his own. Tiger's body language told a different story: pressure, maybe even frustration. After all, no one knows better than Tiger how brutal this game can be, and how public the pain becomes when you carry a famous name. Charlie wasn't just battling the course, he was playing under the watchful eyes of history and his own father. And perhaps that was the hardest part of all, because when the round ended, Tiger gave no interview, no statement. He simply walked off shoulder-to-shoulder with his son, in a silence that thundered across the tournament grounds. Sometimes, the biggest reaction is no reaction at all, and, on this day, Tiger's silence echoed louder than any gallery roar. The question now is how Charlie will respond the next time the legend is watching. One round remains. 18 holes to turn disaster into destiny. After an opening 81-11 over par, the math is brutal. To have any shot at match play, Charlie needs a near-perfect round on day 2, and even that might not be enough. Golf Monthly called it bluntly, an uphill battle from here, but uphill doesn't even begin to describe it. Charlie is 9 shots off the projected cut line, surrounded by 263 other players, many playing the best golf of their young careers. Trinity Forest is unforgiving, and so is tournament math. You don't climb out of a crater like this, you claw. Yet if Charlie has shown anything, it's grit. Remember Coral Springs, just last month, when he was backed into a sudden death 3-4-1 playoff and needed a birdie to advance, and he delivered. That moment showed the world a glimpse of something special, a competitor who doesn't fold when the lights are brightest. But this isn't Coral Springs, this is the US Junior Amateur. The lights are hotter, the stage is bigger, and the expectations relentless. And then there's the emotional toll. One bad round is hard enough, but doing it with the name Woods on your bag and Tiger at your side is a level of pressure most players will never understand. So the question isn't just, can he bounce back? It's, how much weight is he carrying to the first tee tomorrow? Because the crowd will still follow, the cameras won't look away. But now, it's no longer about hype, it's about heart. Can Charlie silence the doubters with one heroic round? Or is this week less about winning and more about learning what it truly takes to walk in the footsteps of greatness?